Hey guys, it's Reagan, and today I'm going to be talking about a major character death that came from Spider-Man Far From Home leaks. So guys, this character death is obviously happening in Endgame, but since Spider-Man Far From Home takes place after Endgame, it's like literally the first line of this leak. So if you don't want to be spoiled, because these leaks, based on what's in it, we have seen stuff come out before that kind of backs up this source with different things and promotional things and what people have seen from the trailer, the people that have actually seen it. So these leaks might be accurate, so if you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching now. Okay, I warned you guys, now I'm just gonna kind of get into it. The major character death is Tony Stark. So Iron Man is gonna die in Avengers Endgame. Now, am I really too much affected at it? No. I kind of knew Iron Man was gonna either die or retire. The thing about Iron Man is that he's never really been my favorite. In the beginning, I thought he was a total jerk. He's gotten better, but I have a lot of other faves. So, do I really care too much about Iron Man? Sorry, sadly, no. But I kind of knew this was going to happen. So, Robert Downey Jr. is really expensive, and it's hard to have him in all these Marvel movies. He's done a really good job for the last 10 years, but okay, we just end this phase, and it ends with his death. So, I'm just saying. But obviously, since Spider-Man has kind of a good relationship with Iron Man, it did affect Peter. So Peter is kind of depressed in the beginning of the movie. He doesn't really want to be Spider-Man anymore. And obviously, he goes on this like European trip because it's Spider-Man Far From Home. They're in Europe the whole time, which is really cool, I think. I don't know. I think it's a cool concept. And so he kind of like is not really feeling it. And then the focus of this movie is supposed to be him and like Nick Fury. And Nick Fury kind of takes over this mentory role. I think he kind of just helps Spider-Man get out of this funk. And so Spider-Man kind of works with S.H.I.E.L.D. and he wears the black stealth S.H.I.E.L.D. suit for a while until like the end when he goes back to the suit that Tony made him. But it's kind of interesting. Nick Fury would be his mentor now. I don't always think that Spider-Man needs a mentor. I don't know, maybe in his first 3 movies he has like an older person to help him out, but like I think that he can do whatever on his own, but maybe since he's a high school student, I guess that's what they're kind of thinking, that he kind of needs a little direction. But eventually, I just want like Spider-Man like on his own, like doing whatever he wants, because like, you know, like whatever. But it would kind of be interesting to see their dynamic. I love Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, and also there have been in cartoons and stuff like Spider-Man has been really related to like S.H.I.E.L.D. and we've seen that before, and I'm trying to think which. Was it Spectacular Spider-Man? I don't know. It's something like that recently that came out in one of the cartoons that Spider-Man was basically part of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a while. So that's kind of interesting. I will like that dynamic. Also, it is said that Mysterio is the main villain, which you already knew. He's played by Jake Gyllenhaal. And there's 4 like, elementals, and there's sand, stone, water, and lava. And this is not in this leak, but another leak said that like Mysterio kind of comes out and he like helps Spider-Man defeat the elementals, and like he's kind of like, oh, is he really a villain or something? But like, you know he's a villain because he's Mysterio, which I love. If I was a Spider-Man villain, I love Mysterio, but that's another thing. So I'm excited to see what happens. So he kind of is a little bit more complex, which I'm excited about. I think Spider-Man, like Vulture, was a fantastic villain, and speaking of Vulture, allegedly, so they use Centauri tech, so that's like the aliens that invade New York. That's what Mysterio uses, and that's also what the secondary villain uses, which is Chameleon. So Chameleon will be the secondary villain. Obviously, he can kind of like turn into different characters, and it'll be interesting to see how he fits into it. But Spider-Man has to go to the Vulture, and he has to ask like where Mysterio is. Vulture like helps him find him because he knows about his tech. Like I said, the Vulture is a really good villain, and I have high hopes for the villain development because Spider-Man is really good with villains, and he has a lot of good villains to pick from. So Spider-Man fights Mysterio, and Mysterio ends up like kind of compromising S.H.I.E.L.D. And then obviously at the end, like Spider-Man like goes one-on-one with Mysterio, but like he wins because like it's not at the leak, but like Spider-Man wins because like Spider-Man always wins at the end. So that's kind of nice. Then also, like, relationship-wise, there's, like, a little bit with Peter and Michelle. They are in a relationship once they get back to New York City. and Happy and May are together, which like people have also said before in leaks, so like okay. And so also what people have seen in the trailer, they said it's in the trailer, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know, this leak is like, it's a very comedic tone. I think it'll be very good, but I mean, Tony Stark dying is pretty crazy. I mean, the MCU is kind of dependent on Tony Stark, so we'll have to see kind of how it goes without him. Like, they say that Captain Marvel will kind of take on a commanding role in the next phase, and then like they're gearing up Spider-Man to take up the commanding role like after Captain Marvel. But it'd be kind of interesting to see how the dynamics kind of shift, because I don't think Chris Evans' contract is almost up, so we don't know what's really going to happen. Like, it's going to kind of be crazy because you have like a lot of these older Avengers kind of phasing out, which is fine. I think like it kind of served their term. At least for me, there's like not really too much worry for Spider-Man, who's my favorite, to phase out anytime soon, so that's kind of where we are right now with MCU. So this is the leaks and spoilers. Now, like I said before, I take it with a grain of salt. They might not always be accurate, but I'll have the link below for you in case you want to read it. And yeah, so before I go, please subscribe, because I love when you guys subscribe, and for like more Marvel and Star Wars content coming up, because there's a lot. 2019 is killing the game with blockbusters, so I'm always excited to talk about them. And yeah, so thanks guys for watching, and goodbye.